So we are just going live on Facebook now. And the dogs started barking. Amazing. So today I wanted to share a little bit. I'm calling it Dare to Be Different. Um, to share a little bit about a chapter in my book, which is called Dare to Be Different. And I want to speak to you today about complementary medicine, alternative therapies, and why there's not just one solution for whatever it is you're going through. There are so many different solutions. And when we allow ourselves to be open to trying new things, I'm just going to close this door. See, this is real life, and I like to keep it real. Say hello if you're watching live. I like to keep it real and also to give you real life examples of how things work. So, um, I had a situation yesterday which left me a little bit rattly. I was like quite wired last night, and then today I felt a little bit rattly. Hey Marie, um, Jenny's saying, "Oh yes, Susie, always keeping it real." Yeah, absolutely, you know it. So yeah, I had a situation yesterday which left me a little bit rattly, and today my hormones are dropping, and I'm going to jump about because I've got so much stuff coming through me that I want to share with you all about this be free process. So hormonally, I'm going through perimenopause. I'm approaching my bleed. I'm about 3 days off, but who knows? Will it come? Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Um, so my hormones are dropping as well. Um, Now, my Be Free book, I wrote in and around anxiety, depression, stress. Um, so I'm fully aware of how these things feel. And I could feel myself dropping. Yesterday, I could feel emotions bubbling. And this morning, today, I've sat down and I've sat with that, and I've really utilized so many different alternative therapies to support me. Now, back in the day, nearly 2 decades ago, I didn't have an awareness and understanding of alternative therapies. Yes, I dabbled in bits and pieces here and there, but I hadn't worked out what worked for me. And I'm going to read you a little bit of the start of this chapter, Dare to Be Different. Um, and as I said, I'm kind of jumping about here, but from the perimenopause side of things and the hormonal side of things, this is something now I have so much experience in over the past, 4 years or so, navigating these hormonal changes, navigating the emotions, physical, mental, emotional stuff, that I can now impart so much wisdom and share so much more with you all through this Be Free process that I just didn't have experience of or full knowledge of. A lot of this information in science wasn't even available 4 years ago. Things are happening so fast when it comes to female hormones. And not just around perimenopause, but just, cyclical living and all those kind of things. So I will be weaving that into this Be Free process as well, because I didn't have that knowledge and awareness fully when I wrote the book, but I do now. So I want to be able to support you if you're female and coming through this process, um, to better understand those moments where you feel your mood drop, where you feel energized, maybe where you feel a bit more anxious, because all of that is normal, right? These fluctuations of emotion. So when we can dare to be different, think differently, think about cyclical living, we can begin to weave those things in to truly support ourselves. So that will be something that I'll be kind of weaving in. But touching on this topic of daring to be different, um, I've used my flower essences today. I have used my crystals today. I have used my essential oils today. I have been in nature today. I did some self Reiki last night. I have used my cards today. Um, and I want you to know whatever's going on for you, there's always something else to try, right? And sometimes that can feel a bit exhausting. Like, I feel like I've tried everything and nothing is working, right? However, if you pause, take a break, and I do encourage people to pause on their healing journey, not to just constantly keep trying the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. You need to allow your body to adjust and figure out, is this working for me? Is this not working for me? Um, but I want you to know that there probably will be something. There will be something. And I know probably going through this process, I'm going to get quite emotional because it's taking me back to a time um, which feels so long ago and so distant and so different. But anyway, I'm going to read you a bit of this chapter. Dare to be different, complementary medicine and alternative therapies. And each chapter starts with an affirmation. So the affirmation here is, I love trying new things and welcome new ways of thinking. So I've got here, what started off as a cry for help and feeling like there were no other options led me to discover something amazing and natural solutions to support my journey. In this chapter, we'll discuss the benefits of different forms of healing therapies and try complementary medicine and why they're such an awesome way to support your path to feeling amazing. They ultimately led me to my calling in life and my career as holistic therapist and coach. The benefits of alternative therapies are vast. Recent studies from the University of Minnesota suggest that half of all of those with anxiety or depression try some form of alternative treatment or holistic therapy to help cope with symptoms. I remember lying in bed after having a meeting with a neurologist. I wasn't getting any answers to why my body felt so bad. Everything felt out of balance. I had a fleeting thought back to trying to conceive and how I'd gone for acupuncture sessions to align my body's hormones. I made a call and booked in for a session. I showed the Chinese doctor my tongue and described how I was feeling. She told me I was suffering from extreme stress. She applied the needles and left me in a candlelit room whilst they worked their magic. After she removed them, she gave me a really vigorous massage around my neck and shoulders. Anybody who's been to a Chinese doctor will know how vigorous those massages are. And when I left the clinic, I felt more balanced both mentally and physically. And then I go on to speak a bit about acupuncture. Then I go on to speak about other, alternative treatments, therapies, things like that. You know, this process, this Be Free process, is really designed, hi Heather, to treat you as a whole and to treat you as an individual. And I am there to support you in finding your way, in finding what works for you. This is an opportunity that as I said, like it came through me. I was looking at some journal entries and notes on my phone. It came through me last year to put this together for you guys. It's probably not something that I will be doing again because I'm now, my business is heading in a different direction. But I want to support as many people as possible in blooming this year and really thriving and really learning and honing their skills to support themselves. Life isn't getting any easier, it doesn't seem. The world does not seem to be getting any more peaceful. The social media, the news, all these things, it's potentially not a great not a great place to be at times. However, we need to dial up our game. We need to make changes so that we can still thrive, so that we can still show up in a place where we're just loving our lives, right? Where we can support other people, where we can find peace in our day, not wake up crying with a knot in your stomach, with a tight chest, having panic attacks, all of these things. I don't want that for anyone. And I want to be able to support you or your friend, your family member, your loved one, your colleague, whoever you think this might support. It's only £99. £99 for 4 months support. There's even a payment plan, right? So if whoever it is, or whatever, even if the payment plan of doing over 2 months isn't suitable for you, please reach out to me because I want it to help as many people as possible. So the link is in my bio if you want to find out more about the Be Free program. If you're on Facebook, the link will be in the little description section. If anybody has any questions, please reach out to me. I will do a Q&A before Tuesday, before we start next week. Those of you who've already signed up, I am actually just, as I said, I've got so much flowing through me just now that I cannot wait to impart and share with you all. And yeah, I'm like super excited about this process and this opportunity of transformation. So yeah, sorry, those of you who've signed up, I will be emailing you either today or tomorrow with the links for all the calls, the lives, all the other info that you need. Um, and yeah, I just really cannot wait to start. So I will be back tomorrow. I'm working very intuitively in regards to what we'll talk about tomorrow, but I will pull something else from this Be Free book. And in the hope as well, even if you feel this process isn't for you, hopefully these daily lives will inspire you just to think about trying something a little bit different for yourself, or you can just buy the book yourself from Amazon and have a little read. Um, so yeah, I'm away to go and get ready for my meditation CPD client, which I cannot wait. This is one of our final sessions before she does her case study, so I'm very excited to go and see her. But I'm wishing you a beautiful Wednesday. Please reach out with any questions. Check the link in the bio. Check the link in the Facebook post. And I'm here for it. Go dare to be different. Follow those nudges and don't give up. Bye, my loves.